Hello, hello, my beautiful mermaids and mermen, my sea sponges of the sea, my fellow Pisces. This is our daily vibe from our guides' messages for the weekend, October the 25th and October the 26th. So let's see what we've got here for our reading this weekend. Let's see what we have. Coming in with our first card, we have been given the Star card, and we have been given the Two of Cups, followed by the King of Swords, and our final outcome card is that of the Two of Swords. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. I've used many different decks here this week. I've not used just one, so that we get a better and more clear and concise reading, even though this is a general. But we're incorporating 2 days into one here. So let's see what we have here. Our first card coming in, which is our life or our career, is shedding. And you are starting to outgrow your work situation. You need to set higher goals and standards. You work well in healing and in medicine. Yeah, don't we? We are innate healers, aren't we, Pisces? So you might be, again, making changes. Oh, big surprise. Pisces making changes. Imagine that. We're always trying to tweak things. We're trying to always pivot, and we do these little changes in our lives. Sometimes they're big changes. So you could be getting rid of a situation, a relationship, or a job that you don't want anymore, that might not be as rewarding, or maybe you've outgrown the fact that you can't go any farther as far as you know, trajectory upwards towards your goals. You are going to be setting higher goals now. That's what you're doing. And the reason you make these changes, Pisces, we do this is because that's what we want. We want to better our lives. We want to see more return for our hard work and effort in the form of rewards, right? So you're setting your standards high. You're going to get rid and walk away from things that no longer are working. And you could work well in a healing modality, whether it's spiritual energy or even Western medicine and healing. So interesting. The Star comes in. Yes, that's who we are, right? Standing on our stage, we're the headliners and shining and walking in our light. We're dreaming big dreams. Don't be afraid to do that, Pisces, because everything starts off as a seed or a dream, and then we work towards it. We put our action into it. We put our due diligence and effort and investment into it, and that's why it works. Consistency. Pisces, get out there, market yourself. Let the powers that be know who you are and the talents you have therein. You dream big, because if chances are the sky's the limit, your dreams are about to unravel and come true. Beautiful. Okay, coming in next, we've got the card Stop Pushing Against What Is, and this is messages from the Cosmic Oracle. This card comes with a message that says, stop pushing against what is, align with it and move on. So I think you're going to be shedding, doing some shedding. You're going to be, walking away from situations that maybe aren't working or working well enough for you. And this is the beauty of being a Pisces. We have that ability to be creative. We have that ability to think on our feet and to think forward, constantly changing things, but we do it just, we don't just do it to please ourselves. We do it because we truly know that it's for the better. So let's not push against the status quo today and this weekend. Let's think about how we can change it, how we can tweak it, how we can adjust it, and how we can align with it so that we can move on in a positive direction. Coming in underneath that, we might get help. This is the Two of Cups. Communicating well with someone that's coming into our life. It could be someone who wants to be in our life, someone who wants to attach themselves with us in love, affection, attention, and in and an emotional level. Now, this is a card that says you could be meeting, you could be connecting with someone like that. This is a card of partnership, both in love or in business. Now, the Two of Cups says you are going to want to communicate well, be clear, be concise, be accurate. Make sure you're conveying and getting your information across clearly so that the other party gets it completely. So this is making mindful and very good choices and decisions when it comes to an emotional situation or dealing with somebody on an emotional level. Our next card is, and this is our vibe. What's the vibe today? It's get away, relax, and have fun. So maybe you're going to be planning a mini vacation. I know in the States, Thanksgiving is coming up, and maybe a lot of people are, getting on the bandwagon, packing up the car, and going to visit family and friends to celebrate that occasion. Or it could just be the fact that you need a break. And even a mini vacation, just getting away to relax and have fun is amazing. But maybe you've planned a big vacation too. Maybe you're going to be doing things you never thought you would. And it's funny how when we do that, we go away, we forget all our woes and our problems, what's happening back in our real life, and we do crazy things. We go water skiing, and we take whale watching things, and we take Italian cooking lessons, and we climb up on mountains and volcanoes and soar above things that we never would have considered we would do, like these guys here they're soaring up there, up in the air with their kites. And we all do these crazy things, but you know what? It makes us have that temporary feeling of happiness, peace, pleasure, and no worry. So maybe it's time. Some of you may need to travel, may need to take a little mini vacation away. Something as simple as renting a hotel with a pool and a spa, and eating dinner in the restaurants. And if you can afford that, even a weekend away is a beautiful thing. It's just a change of scenery and to enjoy yourself. So if some of you can find that in your bank account to afford, you might be taking a vacation. Others, it's make yourself find a place with a different scenery, walk a different direction. If you walk, do something different that could feel like a mini vacation, losing yourself in those beautiful moments. You've got the King of Swords, and the King of Swords is standing in your truth, making decisions and choices that are accurate. But you could be dealing with military, you could be dealing with government, you could be dealing with legal eagles, professors, anybody like that in an authoritative position. Someone who is articulate, creative, educated, and worldly. They have the ability to step forward, teach, preach, and convey very wise and helpful information to you. So you could be seeking out and retaining the help from someone here, or dealing with those types of institutions or people. Now, our final card coming in, which is from Messages from the Universe, and it says, when you hold on to the past, it stops you from living in the present. Release any old hurts or worries or regrets. Commit to being in the here and the now. Forgive yourself for what you think you may have been wrong, okay? So you deserve inner peace. Let it go, okay? So this is about, finally clearing the slate, letting it go, throwing it out into the universe, asking the powers that be to take that away. You've carried it long enough. Pisces, I always say when you get injured or hurt, the wound goes deep. It takes a long time for you to overcome it, but you will, okay? So don't hold on to the past anymore. It's time to just throw it out there, take it for what it is, and tell yourself that it was meant to be, okay? I always say rejection is redirection or God's protection. So when something doesn't happen, it wasn't meant to happen. And you'll find out those reasons as you move through it. The Two of Swords, big decisions, choices you're trying to make, but you really don't want to do it. But Pisces, this is a card that says you need to. And the reason you can't is because you're not seeing the picture clearly. You don't have all the information. You need those cards laid in a fair and equitable manner on the table for you to see what you have to gain and lose, okay? So once you do that, I think maybe even requesting a mediator step forward to do that with you, somebody who's biased, and you'll be able to make this choice. But this card says don't procrastinate. You just don't see things clearly yet. You will, okay? All right, let's see what we've got here in additional information for this reading for the weekend. What else do we need to see, know, and expect, my beautiful, beautiful Pisces? Okay. Our first card. Slow down. All right, our next card. Deception. Our next card. Celebrate. And our next card is New Beginnings. Oh, big surprise. And this is what's on the bottom. Negotiations. Okay. So we may be negotiating something here in the form of a contract or a deal. Something here. Maybe you're working with some legal eagle that is, in representing you for some situation. Change is inevitable here. You're going to be changing, and there's going to be a new beginning here for you. But I think it's going to be better. We have to let the past go to continue dreaming big, knowing that there's a beautiful future ahead of us. Beware of any deception. Keep your eyes open. You're pretty good at character analysis, Pisces, but you have this big heart, and people have the ability to pour their drama on you, and you sympathize. Be careful of that. But I do think you're going to be celebrating some beautiful occasion here as well. Well, slow down. Take your time. It's not a rush. I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful weekend. Always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you. And I'll see you soon, my beautiful fellow Pisces.